though. Just pull a roll in the pasta. Really so crazy, can't trust nothing.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another segment of TV Time with Ty. And for the first time, we don't have someone in that dribble a ball or throw a football or run around the track. We have one of my good friends, a rapper from Philadelphia, Nate the Great. What's up? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. Thanks for having me there.
Definitely. It's always good to have one of my good friends in, especially from Philadelphia, showing love to my hometown.
Definitely.
I know some information about you. Tell those watching some basic facts that you think they should need to know before we start off.
All right, well, for everybody that don't know me, my name is Nate, of course. I grew up in Philadelphia, like the Ione section. I went to Central High School with Tyler and stuff, too.
Shout out to Central.
That definitely was that. I started rapping when I was young, like in middle school, just like battling and everything, because that's what everybody do,
Right,
in Philly
right.
especially.
Definitely.
And then, yeah, man, I recorded my first track when I was in 11th grade, and we took off from there. And, yeah, essentially.
So before we get started with questions, why don't you throw your Instagram, your SoundCloud, your Apple Music out there so that way the viewers know where to follow you, where to get your music at?
Definitely. So everybody that has an Instagram, follow me at Instagram at ntg.guap, Guap. So if you didn't get that, it's ntg.guap. My Twitter, I don't have a Twitter right now. My SoundCloud is ntg.guap, so you can find me like that. Search any song, search Nate the Great. You'll find me like that. I have music on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, Spinrilla, like all major platforms. So all you gotta do is search NTG, and you'll find me.
You said you recorded your first song in 11th grade, correct?
Yeah.
When did you write your first song? When did you start writing?
Oh man, so like I was that kid that always write but never rap. Like it was just something I do in the spare time because it was like
Right.
fun. But like I never like really like I always been writing since a young age, to be honest.
So when did you know it was something you wanted to take serious?
Well, I used to like bit around with my friends. I used to like freestyle, battle them, and they used to say, "Nate, you hot? You need to take it serious." And I started thinking, because I always like music. Music ran in like my family and everything. So
Definitely.
I was like, might as well give it a shot, and found it my passion.
Right. So growing up, who were the people who influenced you? It could be family, friends, or it could just be, people in the music industry.
Well, I know y'all see the weather outside. It's a cool,
Cool world.
Definitely,
a cool world out there.
I can say J. Cole was like early inspiration. Definitely, he helped me out with all that. He motivated me because he was hot. I like Drake, Meek, and everybody that's around me for real. They pushed me, they motivated me. Said make music, so I was like, I used that as motivation.
So you said J. Cole, Drake, Meek Mill really started you with the rapping.
Mm.
Are they the same ones that influence you now, or do you get your influence from other rappers?
I don't get influenced with other rappers right now. I just get influenced by like what I go through on a day-to-day basis. I get motivated by like my end goal. J. Cole definitely got heat. So like, and Meek Mill.
Talking about J. Cole,
exactly.
right?
So he was a big inspiration at the end of the day for me. So like he always gonna influence me. But yeah, I find motivation in like everything I do and people that's around me too.
I'm glad you said that because it segues into my next question. I was going to ask, besides the music, where else do you get your motivation?
Everything I count on a daily basis, like everything. Like I'm the first person in my family, like immediate family, go to college, and I want to like strive. I want to be great, and I feel as though I got a gift. So like, why not keep at it? And I find motivation from that.
So what is it? You talk about the things you have to go through on a daily basis. You talk about being from Philly.
Mm.
So what is it like being from Philly for those that might not know from the outside looking in? You hear so many stories
Right.
about what happens in Philly. So from your perspective, what is it like?
Well, Philly is like a blessing and a curse. You feel me? A lot of people have like this. Like everybody know Philly. A lot of violence. A lot of like. I was about to curse with that, but a lot of things going on in Philadelphia. But like I feel as though like there's a lot of successful people coming out of Philly. There's a lot of great bonds, great people. Like even some schools like Central itself, and like it's Kappa, it's like great schools, Masterman, stuff like that. That really successful people come out of it. But at the end of the day, you still have like a lot of violence, a lot of drugs, a lot of stuff going on. So it's like you gotta be smart in the streets. You gotta be smart in everything you do and encounter. And you just gotta be cautious, for real.
Is music your escape from that? I know you grew up in the Albany section. Like you said, it's not the nicest neighborhood.
Right.
So is music your way to escape from reality?
Definitely. I say definitely. Cause like when you growing up and like all your homies, they either doing drugs or they out there doing wild stuff. I can't even say like where are you to go to? And I felt like an outlet was music for me, especially early on, and I just kept it going with that.
Definitely. So if you're putting everything into the music, in what ways does Philly inspire your music? Just being from there and experience that, does that have a impact on the music you're putting out?
Yeah, definitely. I want to bring everybody out the hood for real, like that. Like everybody I grow up with, the people I met in the middle school, high school, on the block, anything. Like I want to help them out because I know a lot of people in Philly is struggling. Like a lot of people is out there grinding and they not really getting that much for it. A lot of people want to leave as well.
Are there any artists in your city in Philadelphia right now that you think you want to work with?
That's a good question. I feel as though like I want to work with everybody. To be honest, like I'm not a hater, and I'm big on networking as well too, because I want everybody to eat at the end of the day. And I've been working with Smack Beats. I've been working with U3L. I've been working with people that are close to me. Bones, shout out to Young Cannon. All those artists I've been collabing with, but I'm definitely down to like branch out and work with anybody for real.
So how is it having these rapper friends around you? Because we know people that went to Central that rap. We have close friends that rap. I know you have more friends that rap. So how is it having that consistent motivation around you, consistent competition around you? Because I know
Right.
y'all all want to help each other, but at the same time, y'all want to be the ones that make it big. But I know y'all can bring each other along with you. So how is it having that motivation and competition?
It's great for real, cause like I know you my bro. I know that you like we close and everything, but at the end of the day, I had the mentality that nobody's better than me. I know other people may have done more to me. I mean, done more as far as like music wise, but nobody's better than me. I always had that competitiveness in me. So even when I'm rapping with my friends and everything, I had that mentality, but they definitely pushed me up. Like one of my close friends, Young Cannon, he out in he's like in Florida right now, and he was in Florida. He's in ATL right now because he went to school for music. Pushed me. He motivated me all the time. People always push me. But at the end of the day, I ain't scared to like battle him. That's just making me better.
Right.
Exactly.
Definitely. So let's talk about your music then. Let's talk about any latest tracks you drop. Did you drop any EPs lately? Any tracks? Talk about those.
All right, cool. My latest track that I dropped is called Too Militant, NTG/Too Militant, featuring Smack Beats. I recently dropped that about like 2 weeks ago on all platforms. Make sure y'all tune into that. Along with that, I dropped out Cash Out, which was another one of my singles, and then Lost Me before that. Honestly, I'm working on an EP or like some type of mixtape or tape within the next 2 to 3 months, and I'm gonna be dropping that on everything.
Are you currently making songs for that now, or are you just going with the flow?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm making songs. Every time I'm in the studio, I'm just perfecting my craft and trying to put things out. I'm gonna put my best on the tape too. So like, I'm working on that now.
So I always wanted to know, just from someone looking outside in the music thing, what's the process like making an EP? Like, how do you know what songs to put? How do you know the transitions? Everything.
That's a good question. For real, it's all like you gotta be your biggest critic. Like you gotta be like a perfectionist with your music, and you gotta know like what sounds good to you, and you have to take heed that like not everybody gonna like every single song that you have out because it's for a different type of audience. But as long as you hear your music and you say like there's nothing I can add, there's nothing I can do to it, then that's a track that you take pride in and you drop.
You talk about being on Apple Music. And to me, that seems like it's a huge accomplishment. When we talk about Apple Music here, Drake, Jake, all the biggest artists, you talking about dropping their music, being endorsed by Apple Music. How does it feel to have your music on Apple Music? And did you ever imagine yourself being in this position?
No, man, I never have. And honestly, it's just like a little stepping stone, too. It's a big accomplishment for me, but I want to see, like, I got big goals for this along the way. And shoot, it's good to search up my own name on Apple Music and play that, you know. But like, yeah, it's definitely a stepping stone and definitely a great accomplishment.
So what's going through your mind if you get in the car, or you walk into someone's apartment, they just blasting your music from Apple Music? Without you telling them, how does that feel to you?
That's a great feeling, you know. Like that's like somebody showing love. It's basically somebody just playing your music. That's a great feeling.
Who are your favorite artists right now? I think I would assume it's J. Cole and Drake, but
Yeah.
anybody else?
Yo, that's a hard one because I'm the type guy that listen to everybody. Like I listen to people from like Future, Lil Baby to like Earl Sweatshirt, Shmino, people like that. So I have like a broad artistry, I guess, if that's a word.
I don't even know.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I can't give you like what you want, like a top 5 or something?
No, I won't have to do that because I know how hard it is to
Yeah.
choose your top 5. Have you always been that way? Always into a lot of music, or did it start when you started making your own music?
Well, no, I always had like a broad span like music. Like we can kick it, listen to R&B, we can kick it, listen to rap, and we can listen to like different genres and everything. I mean, I always had like I always had an ear for music, so I listen to.
Again, that segues into my next question. I wanted to ask, as an artist, do you hear music differently? Because I know as an interviewer, if I'm watching ESPN or I'm watching NBA TV, I'll take notes on the things that they're doing. I know my basketball friends, they tell me it's like watching film. So when you're listening to music, is that like watching film to you, or do you hear it differently than a regular ear?
Like, yeah, definitely. I study other people's music too, cause like once you go in the studio and like actually get that experience and actually see like the different qualities of different studio. Now when you listen to music, you like you listen to all that, you listen about the ad libs, see like the quality and everything. So it's like me watching some like film. Like, so like I can use some things that people use and certain, not to say still their flows, but you can always get creativity and ideas from other music.
So before we get into the last question, I have this thing. I don't have a name for it yet. It's sort of like a putting you on the spot type thing. You already on the spot.
Okay.
It's sort of like a put you on the spot type thing. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. We don't gotta go into a big discussion about it. Ask you the questions, you give your answer, and we move on to the next question.
All right, cool. I'm for it.
The best artist in the game right now.
The best artist? The best, I say Drake, honestly.
Great answer. Album of the year for 2018.
One album?
Now this is one I need one answer.
One answer?
One answer.
You know how much music dropped in 2018? A lot.
It's the spotlight.
I say Championship, Meek Mill.
Another great answer. Have you listened? So you're caught up in the music that's happening on a daily basis, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you? I'm assuming you're familiar with Tory Lanez and Don Q.
Yeah.
They recently had a rap beef going on. Tory Lanez saying how you would say he's the best rapper in the game.
Exactly, yeah.
As he should. And they dropped this track's going against each other. Who do you think won that battle?
To be honest with you, I think Tory Lanez been getting dogged out recently. Man. I think Don Q went right at him, honestly. I think he won. And even if you heard the what's her name? Dream Doll. A girl killed him, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no love lost against like Tory Lanez. I think he hot still, but like
definitely good.
Don Q a different breed.
So I'm assuming you listen to Future.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just dropped the album. You like it?
Yeah.
And the question that a lot of people ask me, and I ask a lot of people, Future or Young Thug, it seems like a great debate. Every time one of them drops, it always brings up a debate.
Honestly, I don't see no comparison. Like I don't listen to him.
No comparison.
No, I don't listen to Young Thug. Honestly, I've never been into him, so I can't even compare that. I say Future.
Wow. No comparison. Okay. This morning, Gunna dropped the track. I don't know if you heard it. Did you?
He dropped the track?
To it yet?
No, I ain't listening yet.
So another debate that happens a lot is Gunna or Lil Baby. Personally, I don't think it's a debate for this one.
Right.
It's a debate for this one. How about you?
I'm gonna have to go with Lil Baby. They both hot though. That's the hard thing, cause they both be running tracks. But like Lil Baby, I say Lil Baby.
That's the 5 questions I have for you. And this last question will wrap up our interview. If you could name any song of yours that you think everyone should hear, which one would it be?
Hear everything, man. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on SoundCloud. Look up my music on Apple Music, cause honestly, I'm gonna start dropping, and y'all gotta hop on wave. Hop on wave. You feel me? Yeah, but you can listen to 2 Militant. It's out on all platforms, so you can search SoundCloud, Apple Music, whatever you got. Search it up. And I'm gonna be dropping. Listen to everything.
Thanks again for coming in.
Definitely.
I appreciate it. We got NTG right here, a rapper from Philadelphia. Go follow him on Instagram, ntg.guap, ntg.guap,
Right.
GUAP. Go follow him on Instagram, SoundCloud, Apple Music. Get his music. Be on the lookout for anything he's about to drop. 2019 will be big for NTG. You heard it here first. Once again, thanks again. Good luck in the future.
Thank you, bro.
And we'll see you all next week.
Hit me, just grind for it. Been making hits since like Pop Warner. If you ain't hit, you ain't got shorty. If we're beefing, come plot on me. I'll be okay if I got money. Don't